I'm drilling the mortises for this Sheraton Work Table, and on these legs they're connected a lot of stretchers in the front here, rails in the front, and then sides and backs that will all be fastened with mortise and tenon joints. So I'm set up here on the drill press to begin the operation of drilling these mortises. Now, I find that it's important to use brad point bits, and I like these really very good high-speed steel brad points that I get from I think it's Lee Valley that I bought these from. So they run straight and true, and they're very sharp and last long. So I've got a 1/4 inch brad point bit here in the drill press, and I've carefully marked out using a marking tool, marked out the boundaries of these mortises, and with knife cuts and with that sharp marking gauge. And because there is a boundary in knife cuts, then the cleanup with a mortising chisel is quite easy to do. So you get these nice mortise shapes with smooth sides and so on with this process. So I'll use a mortising chisel then to square off the ends of these mortises after I drill them. Now I'll show the process I use with the drill press. You want to make sure you've got a tight perpendicular fence and free of any sawdust or chips in here that would cause a problem. And the fence is set so that all of these mortises that I cut that are 1/4 inch off the face, then I can do all of these with the same fence setting. So let me just go through the process that I use on this front leg, and I start and drill the ends first. I do that so that I have I don't worry about going beyond the boundary of the mortise. When I cut them first, then there's a flag when I get up there. There's a lot of sawdust covering up the boundary, and with that drill bit at the other end, I'm sure not to go past it. So there's going to be a little noise now. I'll start Now I hope you could see that I drill first at the boundary ends, here and then here, and then I come back and space, try to come back equally spaced so that I leave enough meat in the middle that the bit has enough wood that it doesn't bend off the direction that it needs to go. And then at the end I'm able to just hold it down and push and go all the way the length to clean it up. So it gets it makes a very good clean cut, and now I'm ready to use the mortising chisel to square off the ends.